Indeed. Although you can say the same about Ryu. Ryu obliterates people on small stages as well. By the sound of the music here, it looks like we're going to be going to Pokemon Stadium. And there it is. Grand Finals begins. Ikan versus Arctice. Arctice, again, just barely outside of the top 10 of the PR, and yet he sits in winner's side Grand Finals. Looking to take out many killers from the Chicago scene here at Ignite.
Yeah, I think this is a first for Arctice. Only been runner-up one time before, and he came through on loser side that time, so by definition, this is the farthest that Arctice has ever made it. Is guaranteed at least a reset, if not the entire tournament.
And Ikan's going to have to pull out all the stops. Because the way Arctice has been playing, like his momentum has just been incredible. But as we speak, as far as momentum goes in this particular Game 1 situation, Ikan is taking his advantage, and he's using those back dashes as much as he can. Just create space, and then find the one opportunity to get a Tatsu in off of the confirm. Ikan playing slow and steady.
It's been working out. It's been paying dividends so far. Triple up air, that down air focused through.
Yeah, Ikan held that focus to the very last second until Arctice did press that button. I think Arctice was hoping for an early cancel, right? But instead, Ikan just held it as long as possible. Taking the half damage is way better than dying.
Oh my goodness, the micro spacing away from one of the largest up smashes in the game. Ikan is getting reward after great decision.
And it looked like he almost went for, like, you know, the rock croc, right? Like the auto cancel off, like the tech off of the up B from that. But we know that doesn't exist anymore for the anti-Captain Falcon play. But it almost looked intentional from Ikan there in that spot. However, he has still worked up a brilliant lead. That whip grab was such an opportunity, but, you know, Ikan does not waste any time thinking about the whiffed opportunity because he just finds a cross-up back air. Restocks to 1 again.
Yeah, that Kara cancel down smash into red fireball. It's an early 34% that he's willing to apply to anyone willing to take it.
Yep, the lead just continues. The burst dash attack, though, we've seen how valuable that is for Arctice when he finds himself in these behind situations where you can get the quick dash attack kill and then find just the crazy combo that Captain Falcon's known for. Even it up in a flash, but you know, what's going to kill in a flash as well is the stinky toes on the back air. Good stuff to Ikan, cleaning that up.
Yeah, he just dispatched of Arctice in about 2.5 minutes. That was even quicker than it looked.
Warren's giving me the face for the stinky feet reference. Ryu doesn't wear shoes. They're stinky feet, dude. World Warrior. If you're traveling the world, you're going to get some stench on that, all right? That's all I have to say.
I mean, if there's been Pokemon walking all over that stadium, it can't smell nice.
Oh, Pokemon probably just don't smell good at all. Except for, like, maybe Ivysaur.
I'd rather not imagine that.
Yeah, Ivysaur is a flower, so, like, that's probably your,
I mean,
your benefit of the
not
doubt.
all flowers smell great. There's some Rafflesias and some awful smelling plants out there.
You know, that's the wonder of nature. Anyway, let's get into the natural habitat of Yoshi's here. Yoshi's story. Game number 2. Arctice picking into the early KOs off the side.
Yeah, but speaking of natural, these strings and these combo starters are looking like second nature for Ikan.
And yeah, he's comboing this weight of Captain Falcon brilliantly. Only 15% to his name on this stock number 1. Ikan, you know, this might be, you know, Ikan actually, so both these characters are players are pretty new school here. Ikan came from like the 3DS Wi-Fi era as he showed up to Chicago, right? That's what he was known for before he started going to locals.
Right.
Arctice is pretty new to the ultimate scene. Well, I mean, new in my comparison, right? Because I'm an old geezer. But of the two, I would say Ikan is the more veteran, right? He just has plenty of experience, especially getting this far in bracket. And so Arctice is going to have to prove himself.
Yeah, Arctice, or Ikan, I should say, a multi-time Ignition champion. But that is a height that Arctice has yet to reach.
Oh, just barely off the sweet spot on the knee, and I feel like that could have been a full hop knee instead of the short hop. That might have been the difference maker here.
Tatsu too close to the ledge. And
Oh, tricky focus movement from Ikan. I actually thought he would have been able to pull the trigger on like an up air after the focus. But okay, Arctice not going to miss the mark on that knee in the corner. Ikan has to pull the trigger on the top two to try and recover. Arctice says no thank you.
Well placed back there though. Ikan has Arctice down to his final stock again. Wasting no time.
These red fireballs just lingering in center stage, like trying to stop like a fair one approach. I think that's what Ikan is going for there with those high red fireballs. And then he's able to anti-air as he likes and just continue this schmicks on the platform. Ooh, scary stuff.
An up air, a necessary tech on the wall, but zooms out of, well, I was going to say zooms out of harm's way, still caught by Ikan. Maneuvers around him.
And just putting so much of a threat on the side. If Arctice got hit by any of those fireballs, that would have been like a free spike, I think, for Ikan. But you know, another quick cross-up back air. 2-stock victory for Ikan as he's looking comfortable in a 2-0 lead. But again, we've seen that before, right? We've seen that before, right?
I mean, we've seen that, and we've seen that from Arctice a couple times as well.
This is, he's fallen behind 2-0 before tonight, so let's see if the killer instinct comes back. Even if it doesn't, he's got a set to play with.
Although if you've been paying attention to Losers Finals, Ikan cares not for that curse, so.
That's why we're not jinxing it. So
yes.
if it happens again, we're not jinxing it.
Not our fault.
Yeah. No such thing as a commentator's curse. Just leave it all on the field, right? You know, that Raptor boost, I'm wondering what Arctice was planning with that particular Raptor boost, because, you know, Ikan doesn't really have, like, the mobility to get that far over to the left or where it would come out, but that might have just been, like, the neutral loss that cost him that stock, as, you know, Ikan continued the advantage state all the way into that Shoryu KO.
Oh my god, that back air.
And
Still
that's
can
scary.
jump, but
the fireball was so threatening, but again, Arctice threads the needle.
bit of a lock there on the edge. Already has him at
What
kill
a trade!
percent. 2 stocks taken within 50 seconds.
But there's Arctice right back. He's not out of it just yet.
That back air, 52% off a back air.
That was a 3-hit combo.
Oh my god, he's
And
dead.
he's dead.
He's simply dead. 68-second game. Every time Arctice thinks he has the answer, Ikan keeps changing the question.
And great stuff to Ikan as he, again, is just saying there's no such thing as a reverse 3-0 curse. We're done with that. This is a whole new ball game, and now we got another set to play with. Quick 3-0 for Ikan. And I gotta say, I think the momentum's all in his corner. Let's see if Arctice can come up with something here in set number 2.
We've seen flashes from Arctice, and again, there's been those moments where he just goes in for a hard commit, a couple of nice reads, but they have left him so vulnerable, and you can't dwell on the times they have worked out. You have to look at the big picture. They have gotten him killed on a couple of occasions, too.
That's kind of the needle you have to thread with Captain Falcon, right? You gotta commit. Like, he's not gonna be you're never gonna be playing the safest neutral. You're not gonna be playing, you know, like, chic neutral, right? You gotta press buttons to make stuff happen. It's like the classic, you know, bet it all, lose it all mentality, right? It's weird to say that, like, maybe Ryu is playing the safer neutral of the two. At the same time, this advantage state just can happen in an instant. Look at Arctice going for crazy setups on these platforms here, and yep, finding quick reads with the up Bs. Red Fireball, though, in the disadvantage, creating so much space for Ikan. He gets a parry for his trouble in the center, and then just walks forward slowly. What are you going to do, Arctice?
Down tilt not fast enough to punish the jabs, and that time the jabs are going to lead to Arctice's demise.
Oh, not quite the sweet hit, but you know what's sweet as ever is that second hit of the up smash, cleaning up the focus for its trouble. 2-stock game between the two of these gentlemen.
Okay, cancel down smash. This time at the ledge, so Arctice able to dip his hand underneath the ledge, avoid the follow-up fireball.
And again, up smash pressure on the platform in this game number 1 is so valuable for Arctice so far. Looking for another one to try and eat up a focus. But what a turnaround from Ikan! He does the jab one way, does the jab the other way. He's ready for everything.
Yeah, even after that slight misstep on the focus hitting, Ikan very nearly finding the kill and still looking pretty good.
Okay, good techs each way here for Arctice, keeping him alive. Falcon kick might get punished hard, but no. Okay, Ikan doesn't get the follow-up out of the strong down tilt that he was looking for.
I love that use of that multi-purpose Falcon kick as he goes to the aerial Tatsu, getting rid of the fireball and connecting with his opponent.
But, okay, is that Shoryu maybe a little sour at this point? I don't know. All right, well, the Tatsu's not. Cleans up here in the second stock. I like the way Arctice played that disadvantage, though. Like, he was using the whole space of small battlefield to try and create distance between himself and Ikan. And oh, what a great turnaround back air in that spot. And the trade is brilliant. Actually, not even a trade. Arctice makes this a one-stock game.
Yeah, I don't believe any of the first 3 games were even a one stock, so already by far the closest we've seen between the two of them today.
Indeed. And okay, using as much space as Arctice can. Arctice is, it's weird because Arctice is the one that can space the aerials maybe a little bit better than Ryu can using his movement. Woo! That fading up air maybe could have been like a jab or something to eat up the Tatsu, but instead, the up air ladder is going to be very violent for Ikan here.
Yeah, he'll take the close games as they come. I'm sure he does want a bit more of a cushion, but game 1 in his lap anyway, now only 2 games away.
Yeah, Arctice might have bit off a little bit more than he could have chewed. Like, so he waited brilliantly for that focus right on the right platform. And he did a very late falling up air, maybe to like hope that, again, the focus would be let go and like Ikan would dash away. But Ikan, he's just been showing that he holds the focus for the entire duration of it, knowing that Arctice wants to press a button, right? So Arctice maybe should have anticipated that and then just gone for the second hit of a quick jab or something. I don't know. I'm playing armchair quarterback here a bit, but that might be the correct opportunity here. Is just expect Ikan to hold the focus the entire duration.
I mean, even if he does, though, he's been using it near the edge of the platform, so there is that bit of ambiguity, whether he's going to slide to the left side, whether he's going to fall back to stage height, maybe even has the spacing to go to ledge if it starts it high enough.
Right. And that's what makes it so tricky. And it makes it so easy for us as commentators to sit here and say, you should have done this. But, you know, the reality is Smash is a series of gray areas, right?
Right. We have the luxury of speaking after Ikan makes his choice. Arctice has to decide before.
Well, Ikan made a very quick choice to take the stock there on game number 2 as he's looking to continue this run through Grand Finals uninterrupted. But okay, here comes the answer. And that time he does let go of the focus a little early, so Arctice gets the reward he was looking for.
I mean, if you are Ikan, you have to interpret that as a warning shot, though. Perhaps double down on some of these hard focus timings.
It's a game of tempo, right? Game of inches, so let's see if Arctice can take that momentum and run with it. He does just have to get, you know, one neutral win here, and then he can make something happen. But you know who's good at getting a lot of mileage out of his neutral wins is Ikan. One jab immediately leads to a 2-stock to 1 deficit. But okay, getting that up beam, reading the shield confirmed. And okay, that's the falling fairy you might be looking for the entire time. But they're getting a couple hits on the focus in the corner is Arctice. That damage adding up in an instant, 94% onto Ikan's Ryu. And ooh, turn it around! Turnaround fair. Now it's a 1-stock game again.
I mean, he's bending, but he's not broken thus far.
Indeed. And now Ikan slows down the pace of gameplay with a couple of red fireballs for his trouble. And okay, up air ladder maybe to be the case, but no, that is not the strong Shoryu we expected. So Arctice has a little room to play with and maybe make an opportunity with these dash dances, dash grabs.
This tag, there was the knee attempt. Yeah, never let him say he's not trying, but in the end, Ikan, I wouldn't say it's comfortable, but it's another game where Arctice wasn't necessarily in a position where he, even if that knee landed, I'm pretty sure Ryu heavy enough to live that, even if it's a thin margin.
I wouldn't make that bet. that's Falcon knee, right? That's I wouldn't make that bet anytime. But as it stands, Arctice laid it all on that air dodge read, right? And barely off the mark. Actually, no air dodge shown at all from Ikan. And that means he's comfortably in a 2-0 position. again. Ikan has been in a 2-0 lead 3 times now versus Arctice, specifically. 1-1 in these scenarios. Let's see if Arctice can make magic happen a 3rd time, although as I'm telling the narrative of this set, Ikan is going on and laying down the smackdown on this stock number 1. Okay. Raptor boost making stuff happen. Wait it out. Yeah, when you wait out the focus, your option is to go for the up smash.
I mean, you can feel as comfortable as you want, but Arctice is not the one who's won 8 straight games on stream here.
Indeed, but you know what's a great answer back? If you're going to jump in, anti-air with the up smash. Again, it's Falcon up tilt and up smash for him.
Outranges that. That's going to be the kill. Ikan, like a predator, finds that jab.
Not too worse for wear, even though that was a great comeback from Arctice on this first stock. Ikan now going to try to slow down the tempo of gameplay a bit. Again, use those back dashes, use those red fireballs, and there's the ambiguous timing of when am I going to let go of these down tilts on your shield.
This tag, the up air calls out that jump.
Covering the platform so well. You'd think that platform is a solace on small battlefields, but no, instead Ikan using that 2-hit up air to cover brilliantly. Now, Arctice got to find a way. Look at that. Arctice he's using these dashes. He's moving so crazily, and Ikan just back dashes the whole way. He's like saying, like, you come to me, but as soon as Falcon does, that's what happens.
And now Arctice playing with a lead for the first time in a while. The DI out gets him around that side special.
And okay, playing the command grab game with the up B. Arctice now has the momentum on his side. Back air to follow up. Cover the platform for yourself, and there you go. Eat the focus with the jab. Didn't the sweet hit the fireball, and then the sour hit just lingered so long that it didn't even matter. Nowhere for Ikan to go. Brilliant offstage gameplay for Arctice.
The amount of hits done that fireball applied, it was like time froze for a second.
It did.
Just
it almost was a kill screen.
Yeah, hung in the balance and finally connected as Ryu just despite that time, wasn't able to move around him. Just hung below.
No, he was like stuck because the fireball just goes and then Ryu holds his hands out like, okay. And then the Tatsu goes and he's like, okay, I'm stuck in here.
If it weren't for the timer in the corner, I would have thought the stream froze.
But as it stands, the dream's alive.
Yes.
The reverse 3-0 dream. This might just be a whole set played on small battlefield due to the music counter picks that Ikan loves to do.
The Abyss of Time coming out. Will it be the soundtrack to Ikan's victory?
We'll have to find out. I love the way that Arctice played. That's the thing, right? If Arctice has that killer instinct, he can make it happen versus anyone. I would believe that he can make it happen even like versus Ned's at disadvantaged state, right? The way he's playing today. It just matters if Arctice can find the right timing. If he has a lock on your timing, he can obliterate you.
Oh, that down smash just out of range. Ikan had neutral tech in that corner, and that could have been fearsome.
But everyone's living, and the percent lead, only 4% between the two of them, but one whiffed up smash means death for Arctice.
Yeah, they're playing so well to begin that double jab into grab is a bit of a mix-up. Back air, still living.
Oh, I thought that, ooh, okay, and there you go. I thought the double jump was burned, but instead, Ikan saves it the whole way. Again, these are professionals. And he doesn't even have to commit to the Shoryu to recover, which, again, we've seen Arctice blow that up if he has the timing down.
Dare into the roundhouse. Ikan getting a bit creative with the routes. That back air, there's no opportunity to give him like that. That's going to go unpunished.
That was the difference between a 3-stock-to-1 victory or a lead and a 2-stock-to-2 game, right? So Ikan really taking advantage of the lead he afforded himself for a calculated risk. And even then, he still finds himself at a pretty clean stock, 2-stocks-to-1 here.
Still focusing on the side. There's the stomp. No back air.
Okay. Hunt down that focus here if you're Arctice. And look at him go low and try to scoop with that up B.
Stomp into sour back air.
that soft hit of the blue fireball, so valuable for Ikan, is really the difference between that Shoryu getting spiked or not.
Only one hit of Nair actually connecting. Not able to scythe his way through the focus. The jab 3, not enough.
Everyone's living, and again, no Shoryu required here means that Ikan will be not spiked for his trouble. But look at the times, like Ikan taking his time off the ledge. But a back air all the way from across small battlefield will get the job done. Another close one between these two competitors. Oh, that scooped the recovery. And I feel like if Ikan didn't commit to the Shoryu, he maybe could have kept that advantage state going on the side. But, you know, the percent's the percent, and now he gets one more soft hit. This is the set, and there you go. The parry gets the job done. Ikan is your Ignition champion of Ignition 240, getting the 3-1 victory on the second set over Arctice, who will have to try again another day. Very close for him, and he was able to make a brilliant run here, taking out Revolver and taking out a lot of names on the way here to Grand Finals, but it is Ikan's experience that wins the day.
Yeah, the double thumbs up from Ikan, knows he's just added another trophy to the cabinet. A multi-time Ignition victor, and, you know, it's starting to become a habit for him. He showed why he's ranked top 5. This is not a fluke. This is not someone who's going to come from nowhere and just fizzle out the next season. Ikan is here to stay, and he proved it today.
Yes, congratulations to him. Congratulations to all of our Ignition finishers here. Again, Ikan got first. Arctice got a brilliant second place finish. Third place was